Hello and welcome to the Gorinir Estate in Grahtwood. This is my wood elf, Gorinir, and this is his house, and he's going to give you the guided tour today of this jungle house is what I call it, because it is, as you can see, pretty much overgrown. This one was a big undertaking, not just because there's so much outside space, but because of the sheer amount of planting that I had to do here. Because it is quite a big space and an open space, and it hasn't really got very much in it when you get it. Yes, there's some trees and some structures, but there's really not much else. So there's plenty to see in this house, but in a different way to normals. It's not all to do with furnishings, this is more to do with sort of the outside space. So this is the entrance where you come in, quite a grand doorway. And I wanted to make it look like an inviting space when you first entered it. So I put some planting, some window boxes and stuff. He is a wood elf, so I see him as a bit of a hunter-gatherer type. So there's lots of nods towards that as we walk around. So there's things like bear traps and stuff like that, hunting traps. He's into worshipping all sorts of elven gods, wood elven gods and stuff like that. So you're going to see some of these sigils and wards and stuff as we walk around the house as well. And there's a very interesting room at the top of the estate, which we will see in a minute. So yeah, we've got this. I love these braziers, by the way, these wood elf braziers. They look beautiful in this setting. I love the open coals and the flames that go with it. So there's lots of, like I said, lots of planting and lots of flowers. I tried to pick some sort of tropical looking, interesting flowers. You'll see them dotted around everywhere as we go through. I wanted to make this stairwell a little bit more interesting because it didn't really have anything sort of going on. So I kind of built this, I used this antiquity, these horns here to sort of start the entranceway, and then I got these canopies, which I think look really, really cool here. And it just gives a little bit of more interest into the main doorway. And again, I fitted this canopy over the door as well. And it leads you into sort of a very simple abode. So this is his sort of kitchen area. So he's got his meat cleaver there, stuck in his pumpkin, ready to carve. Lots of tables and chairs and stuff like that. He is rather short, my wood elf, by the way, if you're wondering why. The table is almost up to his head. He is quite short. I made him that way on purpose. Check out his hat, by the way. I really love his antler hat. It is really cool. I love the look of this character. It took him a long time to make a wood elf that I really liked, and yeah, I'm really pleased with how he turned out. I'm still leveling him, but yeah, he's good fun. So we go out of here, and then you come on to one of the things I love about this jungle house is the way that the house itself is structured. As you can see, it's in 3 separate tiers. So we've been through the kitchen tier. I'll take you into here. So this is set out really as a very simple sort of bedroom area, bedroom space. I'm trying to use wood elf or at least elven furniture wherever I could in here. And I wanted to make it look kind of rustic rather than, refined. Some of my other houses are all very refined, and I didn't want that in this. It didn't kind of fit with him and his style. So very simple sort of bedroom. Like I say, we've just got torches in here rather than actual proper lanterns or anything like that, because it's fine, it's simple, and it sort of suits him down to the ground. So we go outside, and then you have this room up at the top, and I debated about what to do with this. Also, you get a fantastic view from up here. Really, really pretty. I love the landscape of this particular property is really, really nice. So if you can get your hands on this property, I really recommend it. But you have this house, this sort of extra room up here at the top of the house, and I was debating what to do with this, and I thought, well, I could make it into another bedroom, but I didn't really want to, so I did something else instead. So like I said at the beginning, when I was at the entrance, he's into lots of worship, sigils, all sorts of things like that. Maybe a little bit of black magic, dark arts, I'm not sure. But I wanted to make this room into a sort of place where he could come, do his rituals, to get better hunting skills, to learn more, to grow as a hunter-gatherer. So we set this up. So we've got this brazier in the middle here where he can do summoning rituals if he wants to. He's got his Velofi prayer book here that you can read from and meditate to. And we've got all sort of like witches' sigils and stuff around the outside as well. Some gruesome looking ones. This one's pretty cool. I quite like this one actually. The design of that is pretty cool. So yeah, that's what I decided to do with this space. And he's got all these like furs and rugs and stuff of things that he's hunted and killed in the past. And he's turned them into rugs, you know, because as you do. So if we go back downstairs, and I'll show you really what the main feature of this house is, which is the outside space. And I basically divided it into 3 separate areas, so I'll show you those 3 separate areas as we go around. So we went down here back to the entrance, and I wanted again to make this walkway a little bit more interesting because it is a little bit boring when you first get it. So I've dotted some interesting planting, like I say, as you walk down this pathway. And it leads you up to this statue up here, which I think is a really cool statue. And I have talked about the statues in the game before. I think they are really interesting, and there's a lot of really interesting, nice ones that the devs have now given us. I really like this one because you've got like this hunter, and she's got like the wolf behind her, which I really, really like. So yeah, I put that statue there. And then over here, I wanted to make a feature of this central area, and I tried lots and lots of different things here. I tried putting different structures here. I even built like a little temple here at one point, and then I took it down because it didn't sort of fit with the aesthetic. So again, I've gone with some of like these lots of rituals. I'm making maybe like a ritual circle here. So I made like this stone circle, and then I made like this meditation offering stand here in the middle, so it's kind of more ceremonial than the thing that he's got upstairs. I think that's the room up there, which is the dark arts room, and then down here he's got sort of more sort of the light arts, if you like. We have another statue here, so this is the goddess of fertility. So we praise to her quite often because he wants the plants, the crops, the animals and stuff to flourish in his surrounding area. So I guess he comes down here and he does different rituals and stuff in order to appease the gods and get fertility rituals and stuff and rites for the grounds. We've got a derelict cart over here that kind of fell apart one day and never kind of put it back together. Some interesting plants. I love these plants. I love anything that moves. I have these in my alchemist cottage as well. Some really interesting looking plants that we've got now, and flowers as well. I also made this little tent over here, so if he has anybody over to stay, they can sleep down here in this tent, which is perfect if you're a wood elf, because you would love sleeping outdoors. And then over here, this is kind of more like the business end, I guess. I guess that he would be, like I say, a hunter-gatherer, so he would need to be chopping wood and stuff for his various fires that he's got around the place. So here we go, he got his axe and everything here ready to do that with. And then he can mine some ore as well, so he can do that as well. As I put some ore nodes around the tree here. And one of the things that I really, really wanted to do in every house, in a house in this game, which I never really managed to do because I never found the correct space, was to build like a Stonehenge. And this house sort of cried out for it, and so I built one. If I go up here, I can show you this a little bit better if I try and get on top of this. Hang on. Let me get some verticality going here. There we go. You can see it better from up here. So yeah, I built this Stonehenge, and it might look quite simple, but it actually took a very long time to orient the stones in that particular manner, to make them stand up like that and to find the right stones themselves. So yeah, I built myself a little Stonehenge. You can see there's a ritual circle in the middle as well, so you can do more offerings and stuff down there. And one of my favourite trees in the game is the Green Lady. So there she is. I felt like she had to go in this house somewhere. Yeah, I love the animation on this, and I love the design detail of the woman in the tree. I think it's really, really cool. We've got the weird stone here as well. Various, again, weird stone, another one. Again, fits in with this kind of area a lot. And we got some creepy vines and stuff growing out of the ground here as well, because why not? So yeah, we got all of that over there. Also, I snuck this little kiln in the corner here because I figured that he would make his own pottery and stuff like that. So hence the need for things like the wood, the metal, the clay, that kind of thing that he could dig up from being around here. So yeah, that is pretty much my jungle house here in Grahtwood. This is a pretty cool house to get because it's so different to all of the other ones that we kind of have in game. So if you are looking for a space to decorate outdoors, you fancy a jungle theme, then I highly recommend that you pick this house up. I will be putting some more houses up on the channel soon. I've got my museum that I'm still coming along with. I've made a whole inn as well, like a hunting inn, so I'll be putting that up on the channel soon too. So if you're interested in those, then stick around and you'll be able to see them as soon as they go live.